Welcome to another episode of the Uberwood podcast with Miss Christian and Mr. Montz. How y'all feeling tonight?
Whoa.
What's going on, everybody? What he said, it's been a whoa kind of day, but we pulling it together and we're gonna have a good hour with you guys. We're excited.
Yeah, everything good on this end. The A's, like she said, it's been one of them trying days. That's how we have a great podcast. We about to get it in like
Oh yeah.
whoa.
Joke silly. But yeah, man, so yeah, my day was pretty crazy, man. It's been a bunch of meetings dealing with the whole app thing, man, and instruction. But bruh, it's so much technology coming out, man. It's crazy. And like where the shift is coming with all the technology, especially for people who are entrepreneurs and all of that, like it's important to stay up on that, man, the trends and stuff. So but yeah, today we're speaking on self-reflection and being one with yourself and being in tune with who you are. So Christian, she came to us about this whole situation. She was just like, man, this is it's very important. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let her explain it, and cause she gonna explain it better than I will. But Christian, like, basically, when you came to us about this topic, what was on your mind? Like, what was it about it that was so important to you?
Honestly, like the whole idea of self-reflection and then just being conscious of your decision making all the way down to just the decisions that we make daily. And I guess just because between watching the news, I love to, I call it people watch, I call it bird watching. That's my name for it. But
Mm-hmm.
I watch people and then I just wonder, like, if they could do a redo, what would they do differently, right?
Right.
But every day that we have, every time that we're busting up to wake up, that's an opportunity to have a redo. Like, you don't have to continue to, make the same decisions that you made the day before or even the same hour before. It's been many times I might be in the middle of, let's say, y'all know me, I'm going to be real, popping off, right? You got to make a decision. Okay, yeah, I might have been popping off 10 minutes ago, but I have a decision to go forward with this conversation in a more intelligent manner, whatever the case may be. So that's kind of what inspired the topic for today. When it comes to goals, when it comes to just the way that you look at things, the way that you view things, the way that you process information in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where I was going with it when I, brought it to you guys for a topic for today.
So it's like basically like having a short-term memory. We can equate this to sports, right? You miss a jump shot. If you think about that for the rest of the game, you might end up having a bad game. As a quarterback, if you throw a bad pass, you got to have a short-term memory with all of that stuff. So it's important in self-reflection and knowing who you are and the confidence that you have as a person in building whatever your foundation is for your life. It's important to have a very, very short memory of bad stuff, really. Like the good things you want to hold on to, you know what I'm saying? But the bad things what you learn from, but you don't want to harp on it so it hinders you. So yeah, so Monts and Christian, I want to ask y'all this. As far as where both of you are today, how would you describe that to someone? I want to ask y'all too, everyone who's watching, as far as the point that you're at today. It's April already in 2017. It's deep
Second
into it.
quarter.
Yeah, it's moving fast. You look up, it's gonna be summertime. So as far as your goals and the things that you set in motion, where are y'all both at today? And Christian, you can go first then. Ladies first.
I think that I've kind of been touching base on this over the last couple of weeks, especially since, going into the Lent process.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a time of reflection. It's a time of getting quiet. It's a time of really like trying to connect or even for some reconnecting. So for me, it's just been a chance to analyze. I came to a point where I realized I felt like the last couple of years of my life have just been flashes, have just been, me running at full speed, not really taking in anything, not really, just coming up with a plan. I call it survival mode. Newly married, started a new position. Last year, for a whole year, I was in grad school.
Mm-hmm.
So when all of those things stopped, it's like, okay, whoa, where am I? Like, who's this girl? Like, because after a while, like, if you do that long enough, you won't really even recognize yourself. Like, you go into like an autopilot mode. You just like doing things like clockwork. It's just kind of programmed, operating like a robot, right? But I'm a
Yeah.
human being. So it's taking that time to reconnect, trying to figure out, okay, I've acquired behaviors or I'm exhibiting behaviors that I either like or dislike, figuring out where those, where everything falls, and then coming up with a game plan to either get rid of something or to build and enhance something. So hopefully that makes sense. Everybody out there, if you need, an explanation or you want me to kind of make something make sense and clarify it, definitely, let Ray know and he can, let me
Yeah.
know and I can kind of clear it up. But that's kind of, where it is for me. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. It's like you,
Okay.
you, like you just said, the whole redoing thing. You wake up each day, you assess it, and then you like, okay, these are the actions that I had this day. These are the habits I see myself having. So how do
Yeah.
I adjust? So
Yeah.
months.
And then now, and having the time to deal with it, because I think that's a big part. It's not like people don't know that certain qualities exist or certain, you know, traits need to be acquired or whatever the case may be. But sometimes when life is happening to you,
Hmm.
you just don't have time to really indulge that. Like you have to, focus on the things that have to get done. So now it's kind of like I'm in a space where school is done. I found my groove, in this area, and so now I can actually spend that time and self develop and build and do the things that need to be done to make me the best version of myself that I can be. And that will take time, but you know,
Yeah, that's
it's
real.
something that needs to be done.
I mean, we human at the end of the day. So I mean,
Absolutely.
months. Like, elaborate on that as far as like the space that you're at, the point that you're at as far as April 12th, ain't that today, this year, and what goals you had set in place and stuff.
So far, I'm on point with the goals that I have written down in my manifestation journal. One thing that I always look back at, I always tell myself is that I want the Tavon from last year. I want the me right now to be able to look back at the Tavon from last year and be able to thank him for the moves and the sacrifices and the things that he did to put me where I'm at right now. Like,
Hmm.
because it's so many decisions. The one ultimate power that we have is choice, and in the decisions that we make, and it can be something small which can change the whole matrix of things, or it can be something huge. But as of right now, I'm a very spiritual person, so
Hmm.
I have my goals, my plans in mind, but there's always these little detour signs that will come kind of tapping my shoulder and say, well, look into this right here, or look into that, or don't do this. You thought that was a good idea, but don't do it. And I'm the firm believer. Anytime I try to force and do things my way, I always get burnt. I have to pay a price.
Yeah.
So, so for me personally, I take that back. I'm a little bit ahead of my goals. Some of my goals I had to scratch off the board, had to add some new ones on there, but they're moving and they're progressing faster and they're producing more fruit than the ones that I had that I thought was going to really do some things. So for me, like right now, with I never thought I would be doing acting, and now my team and I we've been blessed to have a residence at a prominent comedy theater. Not a club, but a theater here in Atlanta.
Yes,
I even had
sir.
that on my goal last year. It's been a blessing. So just a lot of other things that I can't really expose right now. But to answer your question, yeah, things are moving. I always want more. I'm not never satisfied or content, but I'm very thankful for the way things are moving now because a year ago today it wasn't moving, it was growing. Now things are actually progressing and moving, and I'm also in a better position to help people and to get them going. I've helped a lot of people out to get them going on their goals, and that's what's most gratifying to me is to watch other people be able to live their dreams or at least take the steps toward living their dreams and making them a reality. But things are on pace. So far, we're still monstering out on this side over here.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, both y'all, man. Big ups to both y'all. Y'all has got my support. Been A1 since day one. So, uh,
Always.
as far as
Thanks, Ray.
I think where I'm at, man, like everything moving how it's supposed to for the most part. Um, Again, it takes a lot of patience. As far as walking into a new situation, a new deal, and then on top of that, walking into the tech world, messing with mobile apps and stuff like that. Like I've spent more time learning this year than the past 2 years, I would say, in a short amount of time. Uh, the songwriting, that's kind of like second nature at this point. But like as far as meeting new people, adjusting, networking, building certain types of relationships, learning how people move in certain places, the higher up you go, and knowing how to talk to people, the higher up you go. I feel like that's been my biggest adjustment thus far, because I'm on the phone with some prominent people, and it's a blessing to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, this is the type of time frames they work with. These are how these people are successful. I see that they have a routine. I see that I had learned that long ago to practice that, having a routine every morning. And then once you get up there to them higher rankings, you see that all of those people got routines. So it's kind of crazy, man. Like it's almost like God preparing you to propel you, and I think as far as being on time with goals and where I see things going this year, I feel like it's definitely on time. I have some key relationships that I've gotten, and I'm just happy where I'm at right now. But I see all three of us, man. Again, it's so many similarities, and that lets you know on the energy and the spiritual side too, where how we always come together and how we always put ourselves in a position to learn and keep growing together. And that's something I say to y'all, I stress to everyone who's watching the podcast, like whoever your circle is, make sure that y'all growing together or have like minds. Y'all don't have to think alike, but at least the people
Exactly.
that you hang with, like really rock with them, really make sure that they have a place, where they can be themselves and really grow around you. Don't stunt nobody growth around you, because all it's gonna do is hurt
Right.
your situation.
That's right.
I absolutely agree with that, and it's very important that you pay attention to your surroundings. And I say that because you wouldn't just get out of a car at night, or you shouldn't just get out of a car at night without first taking a second, making sure your car's in park, making sure you turn off your engine, and then looking around to make sure that there's nothing suspicious going on around your car before you step out.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the circles that you roll in. Be very mindful. Like, that's the one thing I have learned to be extremely religious about. I've always had it. Ever since I was a kid, I've always had this. But as an adult, I understand how important it is to have that discerning spirit. Like, that thing is so important. When I tell you that thing will save you before 911 does,
Come on now. That's
That's
so
super
important.
real. That junk super real though.
No, it is. And people, I hear so many times. I have a girlfriend that tells me all the time. She's like, I felt something was off. I thought something was off. And I'm just like, baby, like, that's your warning, 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 warning. Like, and so many times people don't pay attention to that. And then they look back and it's like, dang, and then they're upset with themselves because they like, the signs were there, like I saw it. And that's why I say, I say all the time, I will never ignore that. I will never ignore that, because
Yeah.
that's the warning sign. That's the thing that has kept me, in my opinion, along with Grace, alive this long. So take a look around you, look at your friends, listen to what people are saying, look at the moves that they're making. And like Grace said, everyone is not moving to the top. Everyone doesn't want to be at the top, and that's fine. But whatever it is that you choose to do, you should be around people that are aiming to be the best at whatever that thing is. If you are a landscaper, be the best doggone landscaper there is. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
yeah.
And
Everybody doesn't want to be a boss. That's why, it's cute and everything. Everybody's status is boss this and boss that. That's cute and that's fine. But everyone doesn't want to be a boss. But whatever it is that you like and you enjoy or you feel like you're good at, be the boss of that.
yeah, exactly. Shoot, Ron Stoppable said, "Sounds good. I'm just struggling to get out of my comfort zone." And
So, what is your comfort zone? Have you identified what your comfort zone is, Ron? because that's very important. If you don't even know what your comfort zone is, or you're not being real with yourself about identifying what your comfort zone is, then you'll stay trapped in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the places you need to go, Ron, it's going to be a lonely path. Like you have that tight circle, but the path to your goals, like your tight circle, they may be at the bottom of the ground. That's like your safety net if you fall.
Hmm.
But it's a
Mm-hmm.
lonely path to get to where you're trying to go. And sometimes it can be scary, like the
Yeah,
known unknowns. Like you have to take that walk. And then if you
absolutely.
fall down, you know how to re up. You learn some lessons through that dark alleyway you went down. But at the end of those alleyways, at the end of those comfort zones, and like you have to be extremely uncomfortable to make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be comfortable on like iced tea and lemonade, whatever. Like you want your spine sense to be going crazy, but you're going through with it. And then that's when you
Mm-hmm.
start breaking down barriers and you start leveling up, Ron.
Yeah, exactly.
And touching on being like his race, sorry, Mutt said something really important.
Mhm.
Going down that path alone, I think every single one of us can identify with moving forward towards our goals and feeling lonely. And I don't think that most people don't truly prepare themselves for being and feeling lonely, because
Mm-hmm.
that's a walk that is true. That's real. Like going through grad school, but like, yeah, I have my husband here. He's a great support system, but there was a lot of times I felt extremely lonely. Like nobody gets it. So
Mm-hmm.
I think Ray is in an extremely good position to talk about being lonely and feeling lonely.
Woo.
Yeah. Yeah. Making that one
Hey
raw.
man, don't call me out that quick now. But yeah, so really on that to touch on being lonely, it is. I had to put myself in an extremely uncomfortable position and move from Atlanta, even though that's the music hub and all of that stuff, man. My music to go further, because I don't rap about trapping and pushing and all the extra stuff. I don't rap about none of that because I ain't do it, so that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put myself in a position to expand and be more diverse in my brand, and that just kind of like, of course, it put my back against the wall. I wasn't all the way prepared, but at the same time, it was just like it worked out because my focus was there. And then yeah, you do get lonely because all the rest of the people that you came up with or you were surrounded by, they're not on the same wavelength with that. But at the same time, yeah, I felt lonely and all that stuff. But shoot, hey man, it's John working.
Come
Whatever
on.
I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So that's real. And that Joker Ron said something again. He said, I'm in a great situation financially, but I'm not passionate about everything that I'm doing, but I don't want to walk away from a check.
Stability.
So it's a balance. I think we
Yep.
all there. Lord knows Monks is there. See, Ray done crossed over to the other side. See, he's completely self-employed. Monks and
Mm-hmm.
myself, we're still a member of the what do you call it, corporate America Club. So it takes balance, and that's why we're here with you guys in the evening. Because we both have daytime jobs. So you have to find that balance. But again, I think, Brian, you got to step away and really take that time to pinpoint and pencil again what's your comfort zone. And then the second thing is, what is your passion? Like, what is the thing that you would do for free, right? Like me, I would talk to y'all for free. This is my favorite thing to do. It's my passion. I love it. So what is that thing that makes your blood just boil? Like you just get so excited when you just think about it. Whatever that thing is, take it and run with it. It'll reveal itself in time. But you got to put yourself on that path and start taking those steps towards that thing that you love. And then eventually that balance, you'll find your balance. And when it's time for you to walk away from that steady paycheck that you're holding on to, you'll know.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, go ahead, Munts. Go ahead.
No, that's like I've been with the company that I'm with. I'm in the food industry here in Atlanta, and I run 3 restaurants that never close here in Atlanta. But also my passion is composing music and motivating people's motivation. So yeah, I mean the check is real good. Like it's funny. It's funny you said that, Ron. One thing I was telling somebody the other day. For me, I had to play mind games with myself. I had to recalibrate my way of thinking. So instead of me telling myself I'm going to work for XYZ, I tell myself I'm going today to work with my investors because my salary from the pay for the folks that I work with, they're basically funding my goals and my dreams. So I'm not going to work for the man or going to work for this corporation. I'm working. I go to work every single day with my investors who invest in my dream. They don't know that, but it gives you this mind frame of independence and to keep you hungry and to stay motivated into taking and making time for you to do things toward your passions. And once you have that balance, you'll start to see the things you're passionate about, opportunities start popping up, but it won't get in the way of your check. And once you're blessed to have a position to where, like I know for a fact, for me, a day is gonna come soon. I have to make a decision. So opportunities gonna come up concerning my passions, and I'm gonna have to make a decision just to get away from that check or to pursue my passion.
And that's a super serious decision to make. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen because that's just the way I know that my journey's been told to me. So it is what it is. So you'll be all right, Ron.
Yeah, it's definitely, as we keep saying, it's a leap of faith. And yeah, they all chiming in like a fool. Not serving the people said, and we all have to remember in the times we feel lonely not to compare ourselves to others, especially from what we see on social media.
Yep.
And serving the people also
I learned that
said,
lesson.
it may appear that many of our peers are further along in their careers and lives than you, but letting that get you down about your own situation can make you feel more lonely. Yeah,
I agree.
that's real.
True.
That's some good feedback, guys. Keep sending it in because that's some good stuff, and people need to see and hear it.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, especially with finding your passion in a past episode we had on that, man, just we know you getting a check. We know those things are there. We gotta survive. We gotta eat. We gotta pay bills. Gotta pay whatever. But like, man, you gotta make sure you're happy, and that don't mean like just doing vices all the time or traveling to get away from, you know, what you got to go back to, and you in the same mode and having the same energy as you had before. Like that's important.
I
So
agree. It's so funny that you said that because that's a debate that comes up in my household. Y'all know me. Y'all known me for years. Y'all know I believe in travel.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, but my husband is like, he likes traveling and stuff too, but he's actually taught me something. Like, he's taught me how to create that travel environment in our home. Because,
Right.
like Ray just said, if you, let's say you trying to get away from craziness at work or get away from craziness just in life and just whatever the day to day stuff.
mhm.
Well, you go away and you come back, it's still there. So when you can master creating that space, creating that energy at home base, well, now it's gonna be really lit when you go away and come back.
Right.
Because now you're just elevating everything. So that was a good point you just made, right?
Yeah. So, and Touch of Paris just said that's the biggest thing. I don't believe in doing anything work wise that doesn't bring me joy. And I get that I'm not gonna love every single aspect and every part of it, but I got to enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything you do you gonna enjoy every single aspect. Like,
Yeah, no, that's not realistic.
Even with your passions.
yeah, cause I mean, I do a song or someone to send me a session for a song, ain't nothing in place. That drives me crazy. Jokers who take too long to
And
record
you're
song.
OCD, but we'll talk about
Yeah.
that on another day. Carry on.
But yeah, like it's like folks who just, I don't know, everything. I'm very much about efficiency. Like I see that's where I got myself where I'm at by being efficient. So that's what I believe in, and I feel like that people have to have that in order to get further in life. You have to have some type of mustard about you. Like you have to want to have more, and I'm trying to be so politically correct right now. You have to just work hard. Yeah. You have to have a sense of urgency. So it's important to be very efficient, and then you run into so many people who are entrepreneurs or who want to be entrepreneurs and take that leap, and they move slow motion on everything, and that will bring you no work. You won't get any opportunities if you slow motion about everything, taking a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to finish a task that someone else who hasn't even been doing it as long as you can finish in 50 minutes.
Yep.
Right.
Let me tell y'all something. One of the hardest jobs that you will ever have in your life, people, is being an entrepreneur. You can't depend on the corporate office to do your payroll or your taxes or your expenses or your operating. It's all on you, and the store never closes. It's always on. So if you're a lazy person, somebody that doesn't have a sense of urgency, or you don't have a complete unconditional passion for what you want to do, you won't last. Like, just like you have bad days at work, you don't think you're gonna have bad days concerning your passion? You will. You're gonna have some days you're gonna be like, oh, I feel like doing this, or just like Ray said, like it's a tedious process. Somebody send you some files to mix a song, and it's all out of order. You basically got to put every meticulous song piece in the right place, then to even get to the point, even start the mixing or the mastering process.
Right.
So like you have to like love it, love the bad days, the good days, because you're gonna have more bad days and good days starting off, but it's gonna be worth it if you have a sense of urgency, some efficiency, some kind of system, some kind of blueprint to go off of and go hard, and then you may break even, but it's so gratifying.
At May. At May is the
You
key
may break
word.
even. I mean,
Yeah.
can I talk to him, Ray? Can I be real with him?
Hey
Like, it's not, you
man.
ain't gonna come out the door. So it's like most businesses take what, a one fiscal year to maybe make the break even. They ain't talking about making profit, just
Yeah.
to break even.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So through this
real.
whole, you better be in love with what you're trying to do. And I'm not trying to deter you or try to discourage you. I'm just keeping it real with it because that's what it's going to take. If somebody tell you, quit your job, just do this. If it's that easy, y'all, everybody and their mom, dad, grandma, brother,
We'll be
sister,
doing it.
come
And,
on.
and and the second thing is, if it was so easy, then people wouldn't be trying to talk you out of doing it.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Right, man. That's on point. Yeah, then the tax part of it, man. Make sure you definitely take care of that. They got different programs, QuickBooks. Uh I use a joint with GoDaddy where it just take care of all my forms for the whole year, everything in order. I can categorize all my expenses and I just send it in and I'm good. So I ain't out here looking crazy.
Right.
And so
We don't need you. We don't need you wearing them silver bracelets
right,
at the
right.
neck.
Or I just trolling those signs, not knocking anybody that does that, but
Now that's where them
short
signs
enough.
dancing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so okay, let
Nah,
me ask
fuck that
y'all.
though.
Let me ask y'all this: as far as what are some of your habits that you had to change that took away some of your progress before?
Child,
Ooh, oh man, oh man.
the prayer warriors are still circled around and encamped upon me because I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That procrastination spirit is on the
Yes,
kid
sir.
heavy.
Yes,
Let me
sir.
tell you something. If I don't struggle about, see, I will get up and do something like, some people have trouble getting up out the morning, like out of the bed in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
even no matter how tired they are. Let's say you only got 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and it's just you get up in the morning, you dragging. I'm not that person, but I am a procrastinator. Like especially if it's something I don't want to do. So I
Yes.
wish I'm trying to work on and become better. It's just simple stuff like let's say I come in and instead of just throwing my book bag in the middle of the floor, I put it in a specific corner. Like Ray was saying, getting a routine. Like I want to acquire a better routine where I can account for every second, every minute, every hour of my day. Like I want to
Mm-hmm.
be the person that knows at 10 o'clock I'm doing this, at 11 o'clock I'm doing this, at 12 o'clock I'm doing this, I'm going to bed at this time. Like I want to have everything on the schedule and stick to it.
Man, look here.
What's what's some of your habits, Doc?
She said a mouthful. When she said procrastinator, that kind of touched my spirit because I am a pro. When I tell you in the word procrastinator, PRO is capitalized and bold. I am a procrastinator. That was the thing that I had to work on the most. And it's funny, just like she said. That's why it's so much alike. Like if it's something that I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
nothing in the world can stop me from making that shit happen. Like get out of the way or get ran over. I'm gonna make that happen. I don't care what it is. If it's something that I need to do, but I may not want to do, it doesn't kind of catch my interest. Eh, and I know I need to get it done. I put it off, put it off, put it off until a week of or a day or two before, and then I
Mm-hmm.
gotta be Superman to make it happen. I'm gonna get it done, but it's unnecessary stress and pressure when I should just got it done a month or 6 months early. So for me, just like she said, like, and I wouldn't say struggle, but I'm still a work in progress when it comes to not being a pro procrastinator. I'm just a procrastinator now, but I was a pro procrastinator, and it cost
Yeah.
me a lot of opportunities, even in some cases, some relationships,
Hmm.
because you know who you are, and people get to know who you are, especially when it comes to business relationships. But when you take the friendship and the relationship part out of it and just keep it strictly business, you look like a piece of shit. Ain't nobody got time to waste time on you because you ain't holding up your end of the bargain. And
Ooh.
sometimes you can bend those relationships back if they, give you a second, third chance. You don't get too many second, third chances as an entrepreneur.
That's real. I think what are my biggest habits? I gotta work on my patience with people. Like that junk is bad. It's bad. I can't really say I procrastinate a lot, but I just don't like inefficient people.
He ain't lying, yo. I seen it.
And it it drives me crazy because I know everyone is capable of doing more. So I don't try to approach it where I become like on no bossy type junk, but just on the tip of like, man, I encourage, like, I know you're capable of doing more. So I kind of stay on people. And a lot of times my impatience can hinder my the way that I come across, my intention, my impact versus my intention, or whatever I should say. So I have to really, really like take a deep breath. So these days I kind of just don't say nothing. I just be quiet. If someone around me says something crazy, or people have a certain mindset, so it don't turn into no judgmental thing. I just say, okay, that's who they are.
You check out.
Yeah, I just check out. That's who they are. Cool. But yeah, man, if I know tasks and stuff need to be done and we moving, you got 12 months in a year, you got 24 hours in a day. Like, if you can't, what is the problem? You know what I'm saying? Why you can't finish what you said you're gonna finish?
Because what
Ray is
had
what I
happened
call
was,
Ray is what I call a level up leader because, like, when he came to me about this podcast, and I've known Ray for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
So podcast, and I know it's an amazing idea, and I'm like,
dang,
I can do this
that's
with
a
my
long time.
right, yeah, and I said I can do it with my folk. I know this is gonna be this can help a lot of people, but before I committed, I knew on my end I better have my shit together because he's gonna be like, all right, months, you in. By him, right, whatever Ray said, okay, cool, you in, cool. That's him saying, look at motherfucker, don't fuck up.
Exactly.
Follow through. I ain't got time for that
Exactly.
shit. So,
And the thing
but
is, he's been the same way. Like, it's funny that you said you've known him for 10 years. I just had to use all my fingers to count. Like, it doesn't seem like I've known this cat 12 years. I've known your behind for 12 years.
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane.
I think
That is too crazy.
I met him. What is a summer at Clemson at a party? Isn't it
Yeah,
amazing?
sophomore. I think it was Was that sophomore year?
What year was that?
My sophomore year was dang. Look at me. I'm old. What year did y'all throw that party, bruh? Was it 06?
It might have been summer
Down
06, summer
memory
05.
lane.
That pajama summer slammer with the pool party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I came up there. Y'all were doing a little grill on the little hot dogs too.
Oh, it's been at least 11, 12 years. It's been over
Yeah.
10.
But I mean, yeah, Christian know that too about like my personality. Man, I try to like look, man. I be trying to chill out.
He tries to mask it, but he can't. It's literally that spirit just come over him. And see me, I can just look at his face. Like, he ain't even, like, one look. Like, that. If you blink twice within a 2-second radius, he's completely over it.
He good. Moving along, moving forward.
But yeah. So that's just stuff I got to work on. It's a gift though, as far as what I do though with the music, because it's been situations even on the entrepreneurship and the music jump where you'll get an opportunity to write songs, right? So I get sent 4 beats. 3 or 4 beats, and then another person that gets sent 3 or 4 beats. Who you think got them songs in first?
You?
Ready for the win.
Boom. more opportunities,
But you're
efficiency.
also extremely talented, and I've literally I've witnessed this with my own eyes. Somebody send you a track, you sit down in that chair, put that mic in front of you, and
I
voila,
remember that.
magic.
Yeah, I remember that.
Voila, magic, tell me, magic.
But yeah, so as far as reaching those goals, okay, so when y'all got, okay, y'all still working on those habits. So what do you think makes you successful at this point? Even with those habits that you're working on, how do you place yourself in the right space to not have those negative habits come into place?
I, I'm like the person that smokes but doesn't want anyone to know that they smoke, like cigarettes. You know, have you ever seen someone that smokes and no one knows that they actually smoke cigarettes? Like they hide it that well. I'm kind of like that person. Because I really don't like to look bad. You know, especially like in a professional environment. So I overcompensate. Like even though I am a procrastinator, I'm the person that'll literally stay up all night, sleep on the floor because I'm scared to get into bed and sleep good just to get it done.
Yeah.
But it's like, why put yourself like? And I say this to myself, yet I still do it, which is the definition of insanity. But but I still get it done, you know. So that get it done spirit is still there. It's just now I'm moving toward get it done in a timely fashion so that you don't have to put your body through that much stress unnecessarily.
Right.
So that's kind of how I managed to graduate grad school.
Hey, you got through that joint though. Shoot. For
But I could have
real.
made it a lot easier on myself, you know.
Yeah. I'll say for me, I'm a very, very, very resilient person. I'm the kind of person where, like, I always found a way through the grace of God to win with whatever hand is dealt to me. Like, I'll find a way to make it happen. Like, that's just, I wasn't always like that, but I just believe in this tenacity and this fire within me that when I have my mind set to something, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm gonna make it happen, and that's just how I feel about things. And so I think I would say my mindset and my resilience to getting things done and to doing things and making things happen. That is what's kind of overcompensated for my procrastination.
Yeah. And DJ said my problem with the procrastination is that it worked well for one part of my life, school, but real life don't play that. So the transition is hard for me. And serving the people said having an accountability partner. Accountability partner helps in a lot of what areas too. I feel you, Chrissy. She's shouting you out, Christian.
Oh, thank you.
And so yeah. So if anything, man, it's like you right about that accountability. Like you want to have someone there that's gonna help uplift you, and that go back to having that circle too that'll tell you about yourself.
That community.
Yeah, ain't no yes man around just sitting there telling you, yeah, that sound good, yeah, you look great, yeah, it's no problem, it's okay, don't worry about it. Nah, ain't all that passive aggressive. Right.
But be okay with bad feedback. That's something else I could do better with.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like just constructive criticism or criticism?
Yeah,
Because it's a difference.
no, there is absolutely a difference between criticism and constructive criticism. You know when somebody is just coming for you versus someone that means you well. And just because they say I ain't trying to be mean, but doesn't make it better.
Yeah. Those little sneak peeks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
It is a lot of that going on, and that goes back
Yeah.
to the intention versus the impact also.
Can I just tell y'all just real quick? I have to get this off my chest and off my spirit.
Boom. Go
People out here
ahead.
in the world, people out here in the world, they really gotta know. No, for real, that constructive criticism piece just really hit my spirit hard because people be throwing shade, and then they really try to act like they're not trying to throw shade. And it happened to me this week, and I had to text a couple people because I wanted to make sure I was in line. So someone asked me what did I do this weekend. I told them. They called me old. And so my response to them, because I knew that was shade, my response to them was, well, I actually just spent my time doing, like, once they called me old, I said something along the lines of, I just spent my time doing something that will actually matter in a year.
Ha! 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 Yes. Philly for the win.
Hey, boy. That's like on The Office, like some joker just jumping high five real quick.
I was
And someone say
absolutely
some
in the
jump.
office. I was in the office, and that's why that crap that spirit. So yes, be mindful of the people that's just trying to come for you because they out there working.
Like, that's some epic Prince shade right there.
Yeah, man. Like that's super crazy, man. Like how much critique people have, especially when they haven't even put themselves in your shoes or understand what it takes to create whatever you're doing or be in a different place. Like it's crazy the amount of critique that's out there and opinions, man.
Especially when they just do nothing, just sitting on the couch. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up there mad because at least you out here trying, even if you're not doing it. And it goes back to like I said earlier, everybody doesn't want to do everything.
Yeah.
That's everybody has their own lane, and you're extremely smart and wise if you know your lane and you adhere to it.
One thing my dad always told me, he was like, son, and that's how he talked to, by the way. He'd be like, son, never wrestle with a pig in mud because both of y'all get dirty and the pig likes it.
Your daddy said that to you because you grew up on a farm. That's cute.
But that too,
It's true.
But
It's true.
It's true. We actually have a pig, so it's very true.
I got a piece in my freezer right now. It's another story. We'll go ahead though.
I like bacon.
I got bacon and sausage from the farm.
I bet it tastes way different too. Probably taste better.
It's good.
Yeah, I'll be down on the south side.
Yeah, let me know.
Ziploc bag.
Let me know.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I might be in Atlanta soon too. I got some work to do up there, so I'm gonna let y'all know so we can goddamn
I miss my best.
link up.
I miss my brothers. I miss my brothers.
DJ 460 said, I don't even look at people's lives anymore when they come at me. My thing is, if what you said don't align with where I'm going, goodbye. Good day.
Well, I'm sorry, but that spirit, that Curtis Johnson spirit, come over me. Curtis Johnson is my father, by the way. It come over me, and I'm sorry. You're not gonna play me.
Yeah.
Nah.
Me sometimes we like get him.
Right.
That Kermit the Frog spirit come over me, and it'd be like, finish him.
Yeah. Let me make some sweet tea real quick. Let me spill my tea on these mofos real quick. They know who they messing with. Okay.
But yeah, so in everyone who's watching, in your self-reflection and writing down your goals and your plans, we done covered habits. First, recognize your habits, write down your goals, and recognize what habits are keeping you from obtaining your goals, where you could improve at, because we all got to improve every single day. We wake up. Remember that Christian was talking about redoing, having that short-term memory, making sure that you're in a place where if you do mess up, if you do have a mistake, learn from it and have short-term memory. Don't go back to it and keep making the same mistake over and over and over again, because that's insanity, especially if you expecting different results with it. So, I mean, we done made some great points tonight, man. Y'all got some insight. That Joker Mutts came in, broke it down, saying you need that balance, that work, that balance to move over into whatever your passion is, even if you're not doing it fully 100%. Just make sure you have a balance there mentally, so you can prepare yourself when the time comes and you need to make that decision.
He probably calls it jumping.
Yeah.
About it often.
And DJ said the Bible says renew your mind daily. Every day is another opportunity. Exactly.
Meditation.
Yep. Yo, we should start advising folks to bring their pen and paper and take notes during these podcasts.
You know what? That's a good idea, Mike. That's a very good idea.
Because there's been some, personally, I go back and I watch our YouTube channel to see what we talk about, and I apply a lot of things we talk about all the time.
Yeah. And it's random. I mean, shoot, we go off on tangents sometimes.
From you guys too. It's give and take. Not only are you getting things from us, we're also, when you guys comment, that's why we always press you guys throughout the podcast to comment, to engage with us, because we're learning things from you guys as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's real. That's super real. So yeah, It's another episode today. We're gonna wind down for them jokers cut me off again. You know how that go. They cut me off last time.
Yeah,
And so
I charging that.
yeah, man, for real, for real. So Christian, you give them your travel info, your handles.
All right, guys. Well, the summertime is here, so if anybody has any type of vacations coming up, any type of work travel, leisure travel, whatever it is, get at me. My Instagram is Chrissy underscore Azia. It's CHRISSY underscore EZEAH. And you can find me on Facebook, Christian Azia.
Boom. Yeah, and it's in the Instagram page too on the post. You can go find her name on there. Hey, Monts, what's your handles, man? What's your handles?
Man, my handle on Instagram, on IG Live, all that good stuff is Monster That, MONTS, TERTHAT. And what we got going on this side, you in the A, April 23rd, me and my team is an improv team called the Social Rejects at the Atlanta Comedy Theater up there in Norcross off Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
We might have a good time, man. Last show was pretty funny, and we spent a good turnout this month. And if you need any information about it, I got it. I posted the cast members on my page. We might have a good time.
Boom. There it is. And I am Ray Fonder, man. I got a new album dropping. Just got the confirmation on the release date, May 1st. It's called Sage and Wealth. It'll be on all the major distribution, Apple, Spotify, Tidal, all that good stuff. So, and then you can go in the link on my bio, man, and download my app. I'll probably release the album probably a week early on the app, so everyone who is on the app can hear it and vibe out before everybody else on some exclusive stuff. So appreciate everyone who's supporting, man. Subscribe to our YouTube. The link is in my bio. The video is gonna be up on the YouTube page. Appreciate y'all coming out. And we about to head on out, rest on up, get ready for tomorrow for our redo.
Yes, sir.
So
We're
yeah.
out, guys.